So the singer,
I hear you calling under a full blue moon, child of the brine and the green, ebbing and flowing with the waves that guide your paths.
cool. So I got that. That's my original vocal, right? Hey, what's up, guys? So I got my original vocal here. So let's say he left, which he did leave. I didn't record any harmonies. We recorded harmonies, but not for this section here, right? So the harmonies are in the chorus, which we haven't gotten to yet. But let's say I'm listening to it, I'm like, it would be really cool if we had some harmonies in this section here. So what I can do is I can go in here and I can duplicate the track out and just trim out the part where I want to put the harmonies. Let's just do this. These guys here. So what I'm going to do is go in here and I'll set this so it's playing from right here, and I'll just do a transfer. I'll just do a transfer from here on this one here.
I hear you calling under a full blue moon, child of...
Okay, so now I've got this here. You can see I've done it earlier. So just delete these. So now I've got the vocal part here for this that he just recorded. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this vocal part and pitch it up. Like this, so it's like a fifth up. And now if I listen to this,
I hear you calling under a full blue moon.
so now I've got a really lovely part up there. Let's see. So I've got that part up there. Now let's say we want to double that up. So what I'm going to do here is just take this one and duplicate this track here, right? So now with this track, when you're doing vocal doublings and stuff like that, one of the things you have to think about is you can't just take a track and duplicate it and stick it right on top of itself, because then you're just making it louder, right? Really, for doubling, you need to have somebody re-sing it. But this dude already left. I can't get him back in to re-sing it. He doesn't even live in New York anymore. So what we're going to do is take Melodyne and go in here with Melodyne. Same thing here, and it's up. Okay, so we got that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab these and then detune it just a little bit here, and this one just a little bit. So it's a little bit out of tune with itself. And then I'm going to go in here and adjust the beginning points of things too. So click this one and grab it. Hold down Option to move it so it's like not snapping to the grid. And what I'm doing is I'm actually adjusting the beginnings and endings of the notes just a little bit, right? So now I go in here, and if we play it, I'm going to take one and have it be hard left and one and have it be hard right. Right, so it gives, it's beautiful, right? Sounds amazing. Now let's do one more thing. Let's thicken it up a little bit. So we're going to add an octave underneath that, just here. So I'm going to duplicate it one more time, stick it in the middle, and just pull it down here so my tracks are arranged properly. And now go in here to this one and drag it down an octave. Right? Now what I'm also going to do though is click on my harmonics here, my formants, and just thicken up the throat a little bit here to make it sound a little bit more bassy.
I hear you calling under a full blue moon.
Give it that underneath right there. And it's, yeah. So that's like, I work with people who are at a certain level, like they sing in tune and everything, they sound really good. And when you get to that level of, we're not just trying to make somebody who can't sing be able to sing, we're actually just trying to enhance an already good singer. Well, things that you run into are people get really picky. They'll be like, oh, that was great, but the emotion wasn't quite there, or something like that. Or, oh, the emotion was there, but it's a little bit out of tune. All right. Well, that's when you start to turn to things like Melodyne or auto-tune or whatever. And so we start to do that, but then the other thing about it is when you have somebody who's this good, now I'm going to use it to augment and just do different things. Like when we were in the studio, maybe we didn't think about this harmony. So now we don't have to worry about it so much. We can go ahead and add it in later on.
He was like, how the heck you did
This
that?
is the first time I attended one like this, which is basically only software, guys. So because it's only software, it really allowed you to get a one-on-one with each product specialist.